Mm, mm. Good morning. Good morning. So this is the last 555 session that I'm going to guide you through on here. It's the last Friday of September. We've gone live every Friday at this time, just to go through a little practice to yeah, activate your energy for the day. So I'll call these activation sessions. Um, And yeah, before we start today, I just wanted to give a little bit more context around why doing stuff like this in the mornings can be super beneficial if you're going through some kind of change process. So that change could be anything really. It could be working towards some goal personally, professionally, whatever it is, whatever it is. So yes, important to change our state to get in a good state in the mornings, if you're going through a change process, because of well, many reasons, but mostly because we as human beings um, can find it very easy just to repeat what we did the day before. Um, and yeah, especially the older you get, the more hardwired your routines and patterns get hardwired into your system. So, yeah, these morning activation sessions are firstly about interrupting the patterns in your system and, yeah, starting to create new patterns, um, new rituals, new routines, and ultimately new energy because yeah, everything is about energy. Everything is energy when you kind of break it down to its simplest parts. But I wanted to just share with you a little diagram that I shared with a client the other day. Um, so, say your goal is, let's take a basic kind of physical goal. Say you want to lose some weight, something simple like that. So you have you now, who's feeling a certain way, that's maybe a little bit frustrated, that wants to lose weight and feel good. Um, so in our world, obviously there is a time and distance between that version of you now and this future version of you at some stage. Um, but what we're trying to practice in these activation sessions and any kind of self inquiry practice is to practice bringing in the energy of this version now. So, how this works is I got shown this once and it kind of blew my mind a little bit. I was doing some sort of energy training a few years ago. And how this works is like our five senses plug us into this three-dimensional or two-dimensional world where um, you could even imagine this is two different people. Like person A over here is separated by distance and time from person B over here. So your current self is separated by distance and time to your future self. Um, so that kind of makes sense to most people's minds because our minds have been um, installed certain patterns to believe that that is reality. We are um, separated by time and distance, um, and we operate by these rules. But there is another part of us, people call it the quantum part of us, that doesn't play by them rules. So how this happens then in these activation sessions in things like meditation is the current version of you and the future version of you can basically do this. So instead of being separated by that distance, you can practice that future version of you now in this moment, in the present moment. So that is ultimately why doing some kind of practice for yourself where you're impacting your energy on a positive way and embodying the energy of your future can mean this distance and time is going to collapse potentially, right? The more we really kind of commit to it, the more we really embody that, the distance between you now and you in the future, so you now and you in the future, can collapse. And this is what we're going to play with today. We're going to play with tapping into the energy of this, our future self, and we're going to practice feeling it now. So yeah, that's something I just wanted to share with you for a few minutes, because sometimes that can be quite useful. I certainly found that, yeah, a little bit mind-blowing for my Western rational mind to get my head around. But yeah, like any spiritual, or if you ever heard the word manifestation, that's kind of like what that diagram and that is representing. It's you doing something in the present to affect and have an impact on your future. And yeah, like I say, the more you can embody that future self now, the shorter the distance that goal, that thing happening to you in the now will happen. So yeah, we're going to play with that idea for a few minutes. So first, we're going to, as we always do, we're going to move the body. So yeah, we're going to spend a minute just maybe, I like to just say to people, move in any which way that feels good, because it starts to teach you to listen to your own body rather than me saying, do this, do this, do this, do this. It's just move for 1 minute, 90 seconds. So me personally, I like to, yeah, try and open up my chest like this. So move my shoulders, open up my chest, move my spine, move my hips, and also neck, head and neck, roll the head and neck. Take a few deep breaths. Keep moving. Last few seconds. Move the shoulders, have a shake, have a little tap. Tapping's also quite a nice practice just to wake up the body, wake up the system, tap your face. Good. A few more seconds, keep moving. A few deep breaths, breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Let out any sounds, sighs or yawns with the exhales. Then we'll just take a few minutes, just settling the body down into some stillness. We'll focus on the breath for a few rounds. We'll just do some nice full breath. So place one hand on your belly, left hand on your belly or around your belly button, right hand on your chest. And just before we start to direct the breath a little bit more, firstly, notice where you're breathing, which hand is moving. So is the hand on the chest moving? Is the hand on the belly moving? Are both moving? Just notice. Yeah, keep moving if that feels good. Eyes closed. And then for the next few rounds, I want you to use the hand on your belly as a target. So breathe into the hand on your belly. Use that as a target. Just try and relax the belly rather than trying to force the breath out. Just relax the belly and invite the breath down into the belly. Okay, a few more. Okay, next few rounds, we're going to take an in breath into the belly and a second in breath into the chest, and then release. So breathe into the belly, into the chest, then release. Belly, chest, and release. Belly, chest, and release. Last one like that. Good. And then see if you can just create one breath where you breathe into the belly, then the chest. So creating like a bit of a wave with the breath. And then a wave back out, chest, belly. So nice full breaths into the belly, deep into the system. Good. Couple more like that. Breathe in. Belly, chest. Exhale. Chest, belly. And just settling the body down. Taking a moment to feel that your body is here on the chair or on the floor. So feel that your hips, the legs, the feet are in contact with the ground. And then just sit up with a nice posture. So nice posture is a strong spine, tall spine, but relaxed belly, relaxed chest, relaxed shoulders, relaxed front. So I like to say whenever I teach a yoga class or something like that, to sit up as tall as you can, but stay as relaxed as you can. If sitting up tall is going to tense you up, just soften a little bit. So keep the eyes closed. And yeah, for a few moments, I want you to imagine maybe 3 months from now, New Year's Eve. So as we're approaching the final quarter of the year, in a few days, next week, last 3 months, I want you to just cast your mind forward to this future version of you on New Year's Eve, 2025. And I want you to imagine that version of you has achieved one thing over the last 3 months that you really want to achieve. So that might be a physical target, might be a relationship target, work target, or a financial target. Just pick one thing one target, one goal, one intention. And I want you to imagine sitting in your house, maybe in your favorite chair, on New Year's Eve, having just completed that thing or done that thing. And I want you to just imagine what that version of you is sitting like. Maybe they are a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more content, a little bit less tight. So I want you to just imagine you are sitting as that version of you for a minute. And just notice how they sit. Notice how they're being. And also just imagine how grateful they are to have done that thing, to have achieved that thing, to have that thing, whatever it is that came to mind for you. And just tap into that sense of appreciation for having that thing, for doing that thing. But how good does it feel to be able to say, thank you. Thank you for that extra promotion at work, that extra amount of money that you've created this last quarter, or this improved relationship with your partner or your children, or your increase in fitness, or your health improvement, maybe some more clarity of mind, whatever that intention is for you. Imagine already having done it and saying thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Because again, you may have heard gratitude practices being quite powerful. And this is what we're tapping into here. We're tapping into this idea of embodying a version of us from the future, but embodying it now. And then ask that version of you, what were some of the action steps that you took to reach this state, to reach this goal, to have this thing? What were some of the action steps this version of you took over this last quarter to reach this goal? So maybe it was committing to some kind of daily practice or weekly practice. Maybe it was overcoming some fear around connecting with people. Just note down what some of them action steps were. See yourself doing some of them action steps over the next few months. How they have contributed to this result or goal. And then I want you to go back to the feeling of having this thing, doing this thing, completing this thing. And I want you to turn up the dial of the feelings from that future version of you. So turn up the dial of the level of gratitude, the level of accomplishment, the level of success that you feel. Turn up that dial a few notches and really feel it. And also feel the effect of those around you also. So feel the effect of your loved ones, feel the effect of your friends, your colleagues, of this success of yours. Make it as real as you possibly can. Make it as real as you possibly can. So who are you going to be sharing this success with? See them, feel them, celebrate with them. And take a nice deep breath. Feel it in your body. Feel it in your system. Breathe that experience into your system. And then just coming back to the action steps and pick one of them steps that you can take today. Pick one of them steps that you can take today. And trust that whatever information that you've just received is going to support you. But also know that the old patterns and programs that you've got installed in your system that's maybe not doing that thing right now is also going to be potentially trying to sabotage you doing that thing. So this is where we need to tap back into the emotion of having that thing of like, right, how good is that going to feel having done that over the next 3 months? How good is that going to feel as we turn to the new year to look back on this year and go, do you know what? I actually smashed this year. Maybe not the first 3 quarters of it, but the last quarter, I really went for it. So so this is the work. The work is to continue taking them steps each day, and continue just being mindful of where the old patterns are trying to stop you. So take a nice big deep breath in and exhale. Move the body. Have a shake. Come back to the space, open your eyes. And so that's the essence of embodying your future self now, and following through with these actions, because I mean, I've been there myself so many times. It's like you go into this experience in the morning, you feel great, right? Like you get all the motivation, and then it's like the old patterns just take over. But the more you can, really step into just how good this future version of you is, like, because we're here to grow, we're here to expand. I think a lot of people's struggles come because they're not growing and expanding. They're kind of stuck in the same loops, day in, day out, year in, year out. And that's so easily done in this world. And it's so easily done to just stay in this kind of same energy. So it does take work, it does take effort to cultivate a new state and work towards things that we want to work towards, and keeping it a conscious part of your day. So cultivating the energy of your future, cultivating the energy of gratitude every day, because that is going to, help fuel these action steps to move forward with. And yeah, because without this energy, we're gonna potentially just be like, nah, I'll just do the same things. So yeah, I hope that was useful. Thank you for those that joined live, those that are watching on the replay. I hope that was useful. But yeah, thank you for joining me this month. I'll be sharing some information early next week about how you can get involved for this final quarter of the year to help support you and your health goals, and other goals. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed these little sessions. Like I said at the start, always try and be finished before 6:30, start at 5:55. Sometimes we do 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, half an hour. And it's an opportunity to essentially just keep practicing, keep getting into this future self state, this expansive state, not this contracted state, expansive state every week. And then yeah, we get into a routine of then putting in systems to step into this every day. This becomes a daily practice. But yeah, coming together once a week to get back into that energy is also really, really important. Because yeah, doing this kind of stuff on your own, it can be challenging, and it also, yeah, like I say, the old patterns are going to be fighting you, because they want you to just do the same thing as yesterday, because yesterday got you to today. So in one part of you, that is a good thing, right? Yesterday got you to today, so let's just repeat that. So doing something different from the day before, there's a part of you that doesn't want that to happen, because yesterday's patterns got you to today. So again, this is the little duel that happens between this part of you that wants to expand and grow and change, and this part of you that wants you to just do what you did yesterday because that got you to today. And yeah, again, this is the work. This is the mindset, spiritual work. It's yeah, it's it's actually really interesting, and it's really powerful. And it's worth it, because yeah, we're here to grow and here to expand. So yeah, hope you feel that and are ready for a day, ready to take your action. And yeah, I'll check in with you next week. Thanks, guys. Bye.